Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got videos today from Glow Up Girl.
January 1st. That's when thousands of women's careers end. Not because they did anything wrong,
Oh, it seems like it's affecting the US just like it is China.
but because for the first time, they have to show their real faces.
Oh,
In China, AI beauty filters are being banned, but the panic has revealed something very sinister. Why would banning a simple filter destroy entire careers? Why is the West suddenly rushing to do the same thing? And what did they discover that made them act so fast? Welcome to Glow Up Girl. Today we're uncovering why AI beauty filters are being banned, so be sure to like and subscribe because we're
shout outs to Glow Up Girl. Go give this woman some like and subscribes. Everything is down below in the description. She only has like 6,000 subs. Give her some support.
going deep. Beauty mode doesn't just smooth your skin, it
At first, that's what I thought it only did. When I first, again, got back in the dating market, looking at dating apps, looking at people, I just like, oh, they just had really smooth faces. I did not realize the depth of how much these beauty filters can do. Like when we did the China one, when there's like level 18 filters, does that mean there's 18 different filters on you currently that are just doing all the work of your face? Because that's just crazy.
builds your entire face according to an algorithm's definition of beauty. Turn on the filter and
Damn, the algorithms, what they think of beauty. That's crazy. Now that beauty is being subjected to AI in a sense.
you become someone else entirely. Your eyes reshape, your nose pinches smaller, your skin becomes porcelain. Reality bends. Turn it off? Well, that's the problem. .8% of female streamers use beauty filters.
99.8%. Holy shit. Who are these 0.2% women?
Not just
Not even 0.02% women. What the freak?
most, almost all. These women built entire careers on faces that don't exist. Thousands of followers, donations from devoted fans, all
And this is all a good chunk of it is men's fault too. I'm not gonna say it's not, because look at the men that know that these beauty filters are there, and that know that these women don't really look like this, but still give these women all the attention, the money, the fame, the clout.
for someone who was never real. We've spent years watching faces that don't actually exist, and we've been conditioned to think they're beautiful.
It's hard. She's not wrong, right? We've seen so many fake faces nowadays. I don't even know how many fake faces we've actually seen.
But when you learn what it's doing to your brain, things get dark. There's a psychological concept called cultivation theory. Long-term exposure to media content shapes what you believe is real. When you see
Makes
filtered
sense.
faces every single day, thousands of them, your brain starts accepting them as normal. Real faces start to look wrong. Research shows that comparing yourself to idealized images online is directly linked to body dissatisfaction and eating disorders. But there's a twist. You're not competing with other women anymore. You're competing with AI, with algorithms that generate one perfect face and paste it onto everyone. Then there's self-objectification. When you spend hours monitoring your appearance, treating your face like a product to be upgraded and perfected, studies show it leads to anxiety and depression. You stop being a
I mean, it makes sense. It's the I'm just not enough, right? Now they're not saying that it's not enough. They're saying to themselves, I'm not enough. And if women are saying that to themselves, you know they are endlessly dissatisfied with themselves.
person. You become a project. Reality has gotten so distorted that a new medical term has been coined: Snapchat dysmorphia. Women are now seeking plastic surgery to look like their filtered selves.
That is crazy, right? Because they think they look like that and they think that's so beautiful and they see themselves so beautiful. But when obviously look at the mirror, they don't see what they want to see. Now they're going to conform to that look. It's a diabolical world for women. I can admit it. When it comes to beauty, it's diabolical.
They don't even want to look like models. They want to look like the algorithm's version of them. These filters didn't just change how we look online. They've changed what our brains believe we should look like in reality. So, why is China banning them? The official reason is to improve content quality and crack down on misleading visuals. But dig further, and deeper reasons emerge. This isn't just about vanity, it's about fraud. Chinese netizens
That's what I felt like it would be. It's the fraud aspect that men are just like, no, you're lying.
started calling it out directly. Streamers making money through excessive beautification are basically committing fraud. But the damage goes far beyond individual.
That makes total sense. You're using some other face and some other figure to pretend that it's yours to trick people and giving you money. That makes sense that it's considered fraud or some kind of fraudulent behavior.
Deception. It's social poison. One Chinese commentator explained it this way. Men no longer watch TV. They don't look at their own wives. They just scroll on their phones to look at pretty girls who look like fairies.
Oh, we just covered the China video that he said that.
But those fairies aren't real. Do you think this is beneficial to relationships? To lowering divorce rates? He called it spiritual poisonous grain, not inferior to opium. Women using filters started believing their own illusions.
Yep.
They'd look at their filtered face and think, I'm a 9 out of 10.
Damn
I deserve
right I
a
am."
wealthy, tall, handsome man. Their standards skyrocketed. But walk down the street, you wouldn't see a single woman who looked like her online persona.
I said it. Didn't I say it?
Beauty mode made them lose themselves. China isn't banning beauty filters because they're vain. They're banning them because they've become a form of mass psychological manipulation. Here's what the Chinese government isn't saying out loud. Across the developed world, something catastrophic is happening. Birth rates are collapsing, marriage rates are plummeting. Young people aren't dating. They're not having relationships. They're
Yeah, because young women think they're so much better looking than men.
not forming families. The United States, most of Europe, China, Japan, South Korea, the pattern is everywhere. And nobody can pinpoint exactly why. Except, what if social media is part of it? Think about
We already knew that.
it. Men scroll through thousands of digitally perfect women every day. Women no real person could ever compete with. So why would they pursue real relationships? Why settle for reality when the fantasy is always one swipe away? And women compare themselves to these impossible standards and feel worthless. Or they demand partners who meet the same fictional criteria they see online.
Yeah, I noticed like a lot of women really want that, like that super Chad that looks so good, that they think they look so good because they want to be the best looking couple.
Both sides are chasing illusions. One Chinese man described meeting a woman from a dating app. After seeing her real face, he deleted the app entirely. How many millions of potential relationships died exactly like that?
I'm sure there's plenty of men that got through divorce, downloaded the app, were like, damn, there's some good looking women out there. Go on a date, and I was like,
How many
'Cause I was
marriages
one
never
of 'em.
happened because someone couldn't live up to their filtered profile? Meanwhile, the divorce rate climbs. Both men and women scroll through endless fantasy, convinced
Sure.
they're settling for
I can totally admit this. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of men that fantasize looking at these women. I was like, yeah, I want a woman that looks like this, and she's not wrong. These beauty standards that we're seeing on the internet is not real.
less, convinced their reality isn't good enough. Filters might be destroying our ability to form real human connections, to
100%. I think it has to do has a large part in it. Yes.
see real people as attractive, and to accept reality as good enough. China's birth rate is in free fall. Their economy depends on population growth, so this isn't just about beauty anymore. This might be about survival. When the ban was announced, the panic was immediate. 90% of streamers will all lose their jobs. One broadcast
But it's just live streaming, though. That's the problem, right? Because streaming, but they can make videos just like this, record it with filters and stuff, and still be okay.
podcaster predicted. If those female streamers turn off that beauty filter, they really cannot be looked at. It will scare the viewers so much they'll doubt life, she said. These women built everything on a digital mask. Their entire persona, their income, and their identity. So what happens when that mask is ripped off?
And this is winter. May the Godfather rest in peace. But the Godfather said it. Beauty is a commodity, and winter is coming. That commodity is fake. It's filters. Once that gets banned, it's going to be a harsh winter for ladies out there.
Viewers will stop donating.
Harsher than it
The
is
men
now.
who've spent thousands supporting their favorite streamers will feel betrayed. Careers will collapse overnight. Some women fought back defensively. I paid thousands for this phone. I'll use beauty mode if I want. What does it have to do with you? Others insisted, even with beauty mode, you need good bone structure. If you're ugly, even level 10 beauty mode can't save you. But underneath the anger was fear, because they know the truth. They built their careers on deception, and now they're being forced to show their real faces. And that doesn't get the same view count.
Nope.
So, could America be next?
I hope.
Well, it's already starting here. TikTok announced they're banning certain beauty filters for users under 18.
Nice.
Filters like bold glamour that dramatically reshape facial features, gone for minors. And in Europe, they're investing nearly 2 billion euros into safety initiatives, whatever that means. Mental health experts are calling this a necessary step. If teenagers stop using filters now, they might gradually normalize a more authentic online presence.
This makes sense why young people are just so different than all the older generations. For one, they grew up on the internet. They didn't have much. They had to deal with COVID, so they have even more issues, acclimating with each other. Plus these beauty filters, plus all this online, chronically on the internet kind of thing. It's a tough life out there for young people.
China bans it, TikTok restricts it for minors. Instagram and Snapchat are watching closely. The domino effect has begun. But here's where it gets complicated. On one hand, there's a strong case for bans. We're protecting young girls from impossible beauty standards. We're ending mass deception. We're forcing people to be authentic, sincere, and real.
Sounds like good things to me.
But on the other hand, isn't it your face, your choice? Film and television use makeup, color grading, and effects. Why are
Yeah, but makeup and color grading is a little bit different than an actual filter that changes the full bone structure and shape of your face.
filters different? Some women genuinely feel empowered and confident using them. Who gets to decide what's too much? And government censorship is an extremely slippery slope. Given in,
I can admit this. I can 100% admit that government censorship on anything is something I'm not a big fan of. But this makes a little bit more sense why they want to control it. Do I really want it overall? No, because it's more government reach. I'm not a big fan of government reach overall.
and they'll take a mile. Before you know it, you won't be able to log in online without 3 layers of biometric identification. And here's the uncomfortable middle ground. What if the problem isn't the filter? What if the problem is that we created a world where women felt they needed to hide their real faces to be valued? A ban might not ever fix that. An entire industry
I don't think we created a world like this. Women created the world for themselves like this because they see this as the beauty standard. They want to look like these things.
has been built on women who don't exist in reality. Billions of dollars, millions of hours, all spent on faces that were never real. Now
True.
the Chinese government is forcing them to face reality, and people are calling it oppressive. But ask yourself this.
Of course, remember when privileges are removed, it's always oppression.
If someone built their entire career on catfishing millions of people, would you defend that?
Hell no.
Because that's what this is. Mass catfishing. At scale.
Pretty
for
much.
profit. And it isn't just that filters deceived us.
Yeah, it's not just like profit as in online and ad revenue and donation. No, it's also in real life with dating.
It's that we wanted to be deceived. We chose the beautiful lie over the ordinary truth.
Women chose this beautiful lie. Men just kind of had to go with it.
And maybe that's the real reason this ban cuts some of us so deeply. It's not taking away filters. It's taking away permission to live in denial. So, I've got
I can see why women are upset at this. I can't live in Delululand anymore because I'm a 10. Show me them pictures, girl.
a real question for you. If every filter disappeared from your phone right now, how would you feel?
I don't think very many men would have any issues with it because I don't think we really use it overall. Maybe there's some men that do here and there, but I don't.
Relieved or terrified? If it's the second one, that's the problem they're trying to solve. Not the filter itself, the fact that you need it to feel worth looking at. An entire generation of women grew up believing their real faces weren't good enough, that pores were mistakes, that texture was a flaw, that
She's not wrong, right? Yeah, because the beauty filter makes you look beautiful, but it removes all of these natural things on your body. So it makes you feel like your natural self is not beautiful. She's not wrong about this psychological like warfare with women.
that aging was something to hide, fix, and erase. We didn't just normalize filters.
She's not wrong, right? The whole aging with grace thing went out the window quite a few years ago. Now, what, we got 50-year-olds getting BBLs and work done and all this.
Made them feel mandatory. So if you made it this far, let me know, honestly. Would you support a filter ban? Comment either relieved or terrified.
No, I support the ban. I think, like, it's so hard to say. Again, government overreach. Not a fan of that. But I understand certain reach and certain things are necessary to kind of make society a little bit better. Do I want the government overreach? No. Do I think it's somewhat necessary in this particular instance? Somewhat, yes. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.